Colbert show, and he said something like, you guys at CNN just report the news straight. And the crowd burst into laughter. Look, I'm on CNN now. I guess we're on it right now. I mean, they show this show the next night. I don't know how we get away with it with all the but they do.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes a. I know.
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
In the ever-evolving landscape of media and politics, confrontations between prominent figures often serve as catalysts for broader discussions about journalistic integrity and media bias.
And CNN, in my view, should be the place where both sides can watch. How do you think you're doing with it?
CNN is the place where both sides can watch. And I think, my show is evidence of that. We have lawmakers on from both parties. We'll have Elizabeth Warren on one night. We'll have Ted Cruz on another night. I think lawmakers from both parties should take questions, and you should push both of them.
A recent exchange between HBO's Bill Maher and CNN's Kaitlan Collins has ignited such a conversation, shedding light on public perceptions of mainstream news outlets. Bill Maher, a seasoned comedian and political commentator, Maher has built a reputation for his candid critiques across the political spectrum.
Got to get past this endless, unforgiving, zero-tolerance mindset bent on punishing and disappearing anyone caught saying the wrong thing. The right response to speech you don't like is more speech. Never entered my mind that I couldn't say whatever I wanted to say without repercussions.
As the host of Real Time with Bill Maher, he is known for challenging prevailing narratives and questioning media practices. Kaitlan Collins. At 32, Collins has rapidly ascended in the journalism world, becoming CNN's youngest chief White House correspondent before transitioning to a primetime anchor role. Her career trajectory showcases her dedication and prominence within the network. The convergence of these two media figures set the stage for a compelling discussion on the state of modern journalism. The controversy began during an interview between Collins and Stephen Colbert on The Late Show. When Colbert referred to CNN as a network that just reports the news straight, the audience reacted with spontaneous laughter, suggesting a perception of bias. Maher highlighted this incident during his show, questioning Collins about the audience's reaction and what it implies about CNN's credibility.
You were on Stephen Colbert show, and he said something like, you guys at CNN just report the news straight. And the crowd burst into laughter. Look, I'm on CNN now. I guess we're on it right now. I mean, they show this show the next night. I don't know how we get away with it with all but they do.
He expressed concern that such perceptions could hinder CNN's role as a trusted news source in a divided nation. Collins defended CNN, asserting that the network strives for balanced reporting and provides a platform for diverse political voices. She cited her own show as evidence, mentioning that they feature lawmakers from both parties to ensure comprehensive coverage.
To me, that's even worse than I hate you. It's like, I don't think about you.
I don't know if it's worse than denigrating the press on a daily basis, which is what Donald Trump did. I mean, I covered him in the White House every day as a correspondent, and oftentimes to kind of shake you if you were asking him a question, he would try to get into a personal argument with you, or just deny or lie about what you were asking about.
The exchange between Maher and Collins delved into deeper issues concerning media bias and public trust. Maher's perspective. Maher argued that the audience's reaction on Colbert's show indicates a broader skepticism towards CNN's impartiality. He suggested that the network's coverage often appears slanted, which could alienate conservative viewers and undermine CNN's mission to serve as a neutral news source. Collins' defense. Collins maintained that CNN is committed to fairness and objectivity. She emphasized that her program invites guests from across the political spectrum, including figures like Elizabeth Warren and Ted Cruz, to provide balanced perspectives. Collins also highlighted CNN's extensive coverage of major political events, such as the Democratic National Convention, as evidence of their dedication to comprehensive journalism. Maher's counterpoint. Maher remained skeptical, pointing out that during events like Kamala Harris's speech at the DNC, CNN's coverage seemed overwhelmingly positive, with minimal representation of dissenting opinions. He argued that this lack of balance contributes to the perception of bias and diminishes the network's credibility among conservative audiences. The most impactful moment occurred when Maher directly addressed the audience's reaction during Collins' interview with Colbert. Bill Maher. You made press because you were on Stephen Colbert's show, and he said something like, "You guys at CNN just report the news straight," and the crowd burst into laughter. I'm a big rooter for CNN, but that tells you a lot, doesn't it? This remark encapsulated Maher's argument that public perception of CNN's bias is a significant issue that the network needs to address to maintain its role as a trusted news source. The exchange between Maher and Collins sparked widespread discussion across various platforms. Many viewers praised Maher for addressing perceived biases in mainstream media. They appreciated his willingness to challenge CNN's narrative and advocate for more balanced reporting. Some critics argued that Collins' defense of CNN was unconvincing and indicative of a lack of self-awareness regarding the network's biases. They felt that her responses failed to acknowledge legitimate concerns about impartiality. The debate also highlighted the polarized nature of media consumption, with individuals interpreting the exchange through their own ideological lenses. This polarization underscores the challenges that news organizations face in trying to appeal to a broad audience while maintaining credibility. The confrontation between Bill Maher and Kaitlan Collins serves as a microcosm of the broader challenges facing journalism today. It underscores the importance of self-reflection within media organizations and the need to address public perceptions of bias to restore trust. For CNN and similar networks, this incident highlights the necessity of not only striving for impartiality, but also being attentive to how their coverage is perceived by diverse audiences. Acknowledging and addressing these perceptions is crucial for maintaining credibility in an increasingly polarized media environment. Beyond just being another viral moment in political media, this clash between Bill Maher and Kaitlan Collins highlights the wider issue of media credibility. Trust in mainstream news has steadily declined, and debates like these only fuel public skepticism. Bill Maher's willingness to challenge CNN's claim to neutrality mirrors the frustration that many Americans across the political spectrum feel about today's news coverage. Is journalism still about facts, or has it become another form of activism? Collins' defense of CNN reflects a larger issue within the media. Networks claim they're balanced, but they often fail to recognize their own blind spots. The Colbert audience's laughter was a rare, candid moment that spoke volumes. It was a gut reaction to the idea that CNN is just the news and nothing more. Maher, despite being a longtime liberal, has increasingly called out what he sees as left-wing hypocrisy in media and culture. His frustration with CNN isn't coming from a place of right-wing bias. It's coming from someone who values truth over tribal loyalty. But is he right? Or is Kaitlan Collins correct in arguing that CNN remains committed to fair journalism? This debate isn't just about CNN, it's about the integrity of news as a whole. In today's fast-paced, hyper-polarized world, trust in journalism is at an all-time low. People increasingly seek news that aligns with their beliefs rather than objective reporting. This raises critical questions. Can a network truly be unbiased? Or is that impossible in today's political climate? Is the public's perception of bias more important than whether bias actually exists? Does CNN need to do more to win back skeptical viewers? Or is the criticism from people like Maher overblown? As more people turn to independent media sources and social platforms for their news, traditional networks must adapt or risk becoming irrelevant. Now, we leave it up to you. Do you think Bill Maher was right to call out Kaitlan Collins and CNN? Or do you believe Kaitlan Collins successfully defended her network's credibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more in-depth breakdowns of media and political drama. Until next time, stay informed, stay skeptical, and keep questioning the narratives.